I'm Kevin Cirilli. It's time for your weekly rewind.
House Republicans voted to launch an impeachment inquiry against President Biden, but the White House says it's all politics.
On this vote, the yeas are 221 and the nays are 212. The resolution is adopted.
Lawmakers in Washington were unable to come to an agreement over a supplemental aid package for Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, and U.S. border funding. Now they say they'll try to get a deal next year. The National Defense Authorization Act is heading to President Biden's desk, and he is expected to sign it. This week marked the 11th anniversary since the deadly Sandy Hook school shooting that claimed 20 lives. This year has already been the deadliest year in America for gun violence. Russia President Vladimir Putin says that he has not changed his military objectives in his invasion against Ukraine. Putin's remarks come shortly after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky left Washington empty-handed this week. Hunter Biden spoke out publicly, but he skipped talking privately to Republican investigators who wanted to take his deposition. The president's son made his first public statement outside of the Capitol since being criminally charged for federal gun charges and tax evasion.
Let me state as clearly as I can. My father was not financially involved in my business, not as a practicing lawyer, not as a board member of Burisma, not in my partnership with a Chinese private businessman, not in my investments at home nor abroad.
President Biden says Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is losing international support. Biden's criticism of the Israeli Prime Minister came during a private fundraiser with donors Tuesday, and it stood in direct contrast with his public remarks. Still, Biden and the U.S. maintained that while they have frustrations with Netanyahu, they are still backing Israel, an important U.S. ally.